Okay, so live straight politics with your boy Eric Carthage, aka the Senator. I'm live with Nigga D's again. Okay, today we're talking about the gay agenda and the charter school battle. We're also going to talk about Russia real fast, real fast. Okay, first of all, the charter schools were in there they're like a specialized program to help these kids excel a little faster than the normal kids that are usually in these schools who are not excelling as fast as they should be. This is a little new project and it started working recently. The problem is, if this guy de Blasio is so for the gay agenda, because guess what? The gays are trying to put their banner every damn where. They want to put their flag everywhere they can. You know, they want to do it in sports. You know, they just want, they put it under the theory of they want to feel safe to come out. You know, that's like a black man saying, I need to always say. I mean, not for nothing. They, you have every right to be proud of who you are. Blah 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 blah. But when you start um, basically pushing it to the point where you're all up in people's faces, it becomes a little promotional stunt where you're just trying to recruit motherfuckers. Now, they were trying to recruit motherfuckers to the charter school for a good little while. It was done by a lottery. Trust me, I know this shit because I know a lot of kids in there. Unfortunately, as far as gay agenda is concerned with that, I see a lot of lesbians coming out of there. I'm not even gonna lie. If you look at most of these little kids, because in these charter schools, especially the women, they are dykey like a motherfucker. There's a lot of them that are straight, don't get me wrong, but the ones I see usually are, let's just say, they don't look like they're trying to date men ever. Now that could that now you don't have to blame that on the charter school. It might be just their own little shit going on. But I blame the goddamn charter schools. And the next thing is I feel the governor is absolutely right, but you got to think about it. These guys are sitting there in these schools, not paying the schools to be there, teaching these kids better than the actual school. The school's losing money. That's why these kids are so damn stupid. All right, the schools are losing money. If you're not putting in, you're taking out. So if you're not putting in and you're taking out, that lessens every other kid that's in these regular schools that they're supposed to be in, and they become dumber, and they start hating the charter schools, or they start trying to be in the charter schools, and then they start not doing regular schoolwork. Now, we done had like about three different school chancellors or whatever within the past 5 years, right? Eventually, it's not gonna help. You know what I mean? Because if these guys are in there for free, and you got all these other schools that are basically paying schools to do stuff, including like private schools, the stuff where you have to pay for your education, it's not helping the system whatsoever. No matter how smart these kids are, because they're fucking brainiacs. I've seen some of the shit they're teaching these kids at young ages, and I'm not talking about sexual education. We're just talking about shit around the world that they should be teaching in school, but they're not because they can't afford it, because these people are taking all this stuff out of the schools and putting them into charter schools and saving them just for the little special charter school kids. It's not helping any fucking body. Pre-K might just help everybody. And don't get me wrong, I think charter schools definitely should be there, but they should absolutely pay to be there. Why? Because they're not a public school. So they're on public school property for free. Real simple information. Now, let's take a little flight trip with our passports and shit all the way to Russia and shit. Every time somebody goes into a country, the first thing they want to do is call them a Nazi. First of all, the Russians have not shot a single fire. Well, okay, so they may have, blast some guns in the air just to shut motherfuckers up every once in a while. It's gangster shit. That's the Russians. It's what they do. But what they're not doing is just shooting up everybody in Ukraine. There are pro-Russian Ukrainians that outnumber the anti-Russian Ukrainians in there, meaning there's going to be a little bit of a tense standoff for a little while. It's gonna blow over. I noticed, that when it happened, Obama called up Putin, for about 90 minutes on the phone. They shared a couple of text messages and stuff, but I bet you the conversation was something like that, like this. Yo, and Obama's like, I think you need to get your people out of Ukraine because this shit, it looks like you're doing a military coup over there. And you know what Putin's saying? Iraq. But Mr. Putin, you need to get your people out of it. Putin's like, but Iraq. Iraq. He calls him up later, right? He calls Putin up later. You know what Putin does? He throws on some Capone and Noriega. Iraq. You know what I'm saying? He puts on some Capone and Noriega. Iraq, y'all. Um, so now it's a little standoff, a little tense. Nobody's shooting anybody, but who knew that even Russia could get sanctioned? I didn't even know that. I think we got sanctioned a little while ago with the Iraq situation. We just were sanctioning motherfuckers back. That's all. So, with that said, enjoy the weather. It's still fucking cold out here, but we gonna get it done, in this motherfucker. So that's straight politics. It's really hurting the election year, man. I don't want to raise no taxes, but raising the minimum wage to like 10 all over the board. Trying to pay motherfuckers to do your dirt. Obamacare is it's only a failure in other places. It's working pretty well in New York because we already have Medicaid. We know how to work that shit. So, you know, good luck with that. And that's it. Talk to you later from the senator. Peace.